Welcome to Commuting with the Clerk. I'm your host and Fulton County Clerk, of course, Ché Alexander. I'm so excited today about our guest because, like myself, he's a true ATLian through and through. Many know him as the West Side raised, Bankhead bred, globally recognized grand hustle lyricist. But in addition to that, he's a community activist who's found a new passion for affecting change and going platinum in the lives of those who need it most. The one and only Young Dro. Hi, I'm Ché Alexander, Fulton County's clerk of course, born and raised right here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm not just a public servant, I'm a certified Grady baby. I've maneuvered through the highways and back streets of this incredible place I call home, and now I'm taking you behind the scenes, shedding light on what makes this place truly unique. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on an adventure together filled with people, purpose, and passion. Come take a ride with me on Commuting with the Clerk. Oh my God! What's up?
How you doing?
How you doing today?
Good.
Young Dro.
Good.
Young Dro. What's going on?
Oh, man, it's laid back. On this beautiful day.
Okay, right, great day.
Yeah, it is.
So happy to have you here.
You got on red light? Okay.
We didn't plan it.
Feeling
But
vibes.
I'm just saying, I know how busy you are. I know what's going on. And I just really appreciate, from the bottom of my heart, for you to be here with us.
Thank you for having me.
So let's get into this. Let's
Into it.
take this ride. Let's take this ride with the clerk. Commuting with the clerk.
Yeah.
So just tell me, for the viewers that don't really know you, just tell me a little bit about Young Dro, Mr. Hart.
Well, from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people get the Atlanta thing, mixed up, you know what I'm saying? But I'm from inside Fulton County, you know what I'm saying? APS school, I was born on the west side of Atlanta. And Main Court, when people ask me, they were like, where you from? And I say, I be like, I'm from Bankhead, but not the highway. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm actual from Main Court. You know what I'm saying? My family from here, you know what I'm saying? They grew up out here. My grandma lived out here for like 30-something years. You know what I'm saying? So when I was born, my whole family was already out there. My dad, all of them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm from the west side of Atlanta, man, and that's why I learned a lot of stuff at, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I can relate to that. So when when we first met, like at an event, it was like immediate chemistry, like,
yes.
Having the same
we vibed out.
Spirit about, doing stuff in the community. Grady baby, straight from, West End. That's where I grew up. So we have that in common. But tell me how you turned from rapper to community activist. That's what I'm really interested in.
Well,
or not from rapper to community activist, but rapper and adding community activism to your resume.
Well, I always had a heart for the community, you know what I'm saying, because of how I grew up, you know what I'm saying. So when I first started rapping, I always felt like I wanted to be what like LL Cool J was to me, but I never really got a chance to see him or like touch him or grab, or like he wasn't in arm's reach. So I wanted to be different and started looking out for kids and showing, when I became a rapper, I wanted to be like, you can touch me, like this is real. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can be what I am. So I always reached back and tried to do little things, but I didn't do it on paper. Like, I just took the money that I had and I pull up in the hood and stop the ice cream truck and just take, buy all the ice cream, you know what I'm saying, off the truck. And then that was my way of, showing people that I had a sense of community and togetherness and unity. So I went from that, and then I catch a couple of girls that might need their rent paid, and you know what I'm saying. Then it kind of like went from there. It stemmed from there, and then then to transition into being an activist, like officially. That's when my manager Sierra was like, you need to change your image. You need to change your image. It's not just being a good rapper. They need to see that you are actually doing these things in the community.
So that's what we're going to talk about now. Let's talk about this nonprofit. It still takes a village.
Yeah.
So that's where that all came from.
Yeah. So well, it came.
Or was it something else before it?
The It Still Takes a Village came about with the senseless gun violence. You can make a right up here at the light. The senseless gun violence.
Yeah, we riding through the hood. We riding through our hood.
Yeah, this actually it right here. The senseless gun violence. It came about when I was watching the news one day, and I seen Takeoff and Dolph get killed. So I realized then that everybody is out here doing their own individual thing. You feel what I'm saying? And I felt like we have to do this together. It takes a village of us. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not about the grown-ups. It's about the kids that we're raising. So if we're gonna do it together, I'm gonna need for you to be able to be a stand-up guy, a stand-up woman, in case my kid need to lean on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, one day when I woke up that morning, I seen how everybody was on the news, and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, so my manager was like, hey, look, man, you got to speak up. You have a voice, a platform, and so It Still Takes a Village. You can turn around. It Still Takes a Village was something that we came up with.
So where did we just pull up to? We
pulled up on this side of Bankhead right here is the side where Blaylock is. You can turn around. So the side where Blaylock is, the school and the gym where we grew up at and we were playing in when I was young. Like I said, my grandma stayed out here for like 30-something years. All my family is from out here. My dad had kids out here, you know what I'm saying, before he met my mom. So I got another set of family that lived out here also, you know what I'm saying. But this is what we used to play basketball at, you know what I'm saying.
And everything out here. So we're really experiencing the, people that's not from Atlanta, like they don't understand, like when we talk about Hollowell Parkway, that we really still say Bankhead.
We
right?
really do say Bankhead.
I mean, we just like Bankhead. They be like, Hollowell Parkway, what? We just said it was like Bankhead?
Yeah.
When they talk about going down Metropolitan, we be like Stewart Avenue, right?
Yeah,
so it's that kind of stuff where you have to be from Atlanta to understand where we're coming from with that. So gun violence is a big thing.
Yeah, and it was happening to the rappers, you know what I'm saying? And it felt like it became a norm to kill a rapper. You used to praise, celebrities and be like, that's my guy. Nowadays you just feel like you could just walk up and blow somebody's brains out who's like an icon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I should take a stand and stand up against senseless gun violence. That made me open up the doors for It Still Takes a Village, and we actually took it on the road. It Still Takes a Village's prevention program that we took across America. You feel what I'm saying? We're in the schools, we're in the homes, we're in the communities, educating and combating senseless gun violence and bridging the gap on mental and behavioral health also. And up under that umbrella, we have Sun, to where we speak up now. We speak up now for homeless people, wrongful evictions and stuff like that.
Okay, good. And that's where this conversation ties in, and our partnerships on certain things. So let's talk about evictions. I mean, we're in a bad place right now.
Yeah.
And so I heard about you having some rental assistance program going on. I was in court the other day and saw one of your folks in there, making the announcement about that. So tell us a little bit about that program.
Well, that program is, so this is the thing, when I was riding through, before the pandemic, I seen homeless people, you know what I'm saying, they're scattered here and there. But after the pandemic, I seen countless people on the street. And and I'm the type of person, I pull up, I give them a little money or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But once I seen how bad it got, I probably would have been broke in a month, you know what I'm saying, giving out the money that I wanted to give out.
Right.
So I took the initiative to sit down with my manager, and we came up with a program called Sun. It's called Speak Up Now.
Speak Up Now.
Yeah, for people that that can't go out and fill out those applications, or don't have a ride, or you feel me, if it happened wrongfully for you, you feel me, that can't just go to the courthouse and sit down and go through all of those changes. We came up with the resources for people to be privy to information that they wasn't privy to. You know what I'm saying? To just help out. You know,
like you got grant partnerships, so people just put in.
We
to the foundation.
I mean, you know, I always ask people. You know what I'm saying? If everybody did a little bit, I wouldn't have to do a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? And it's rough to be a celebrity to ask people to grant stuff to you.
Right. They think you got it all. Like, I'm like, why would he ask me for some money? He's
you feel what I'm saying?
$1 million man, right?
That's
so
right.
why you can't just do it?
That takes away from the definition community. You know what I'm saying? I can't be.
Right.
Yeah, this right here is where I got noticed at.
Oh, really?
In the community, yeah.
Like, tell me about this. The bank.
This the bank. Well, it was called the Bounce.
I remember the Bounce. I didn't.
Yeah, all kind of legends that came in here. I remember me and T.I. was performing for Big Boy's birthday from Outkast in here. And I remember performing for him. I remember Juvenile was here, Nelly was here. But one day they had Talented Wednesdays up here. And I actually got on with Raheem the Dream.
So that's when this is when, like, before you, this is when nobody knew who Dro was. This before the show, the lane, and all that stuff. Like my songs, okay. We be in the city.
They had a VIP right up there by the door right there. And I pulled up in this Pontiac 1000. I think this was my mom's car. And I had this plaid polo outfit on. And that night,
That was the night.
Yes.
Oh my God. So you remember it?
Yes.
How long ago was that?
Oh man.
How long ago was it? Tell me how long
I had to be 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Speaking of your little outfit, like, I need one of them. Like,
Bankhead.
I need to get that. Where get one of those from?
My man Shiesty P got these. You know, he's an affiliate with Hustle Gang Grand Hustle. You know what I'm saying? And he came up with this clothing line. And who wears it better than Dro and T.I.?
Who wears it better than that? And then who wears it better than Madam Clerk? Because I'm gonna get one.
Yeah, you gonna get one? Okay, cool.
I'm gonna get one. So make that happen for me.
I got you.
I'll get one. And so the other thing, the other initiative that we have that you participate in. So we all know, you know, growing up, being young, making, you know, some poor decisions or not really thinking through that you've had some, I guess, some run-ins with the law. I just say it that way. And with that, you know that I partner with the district attorney's office and we do record restrictions around the county. Yeah. And this last one we did, I saw you.
Yes.
So tell me about that and how important it is for people to understand what it means.
Well, I think it's important because you're not your mistakes. As young people, we count our own self out. You know what I'm saying? And for them to come up, for you guys to come up with that, and to open arms, you know, extend an olive branch, so to speak, for us to come back and redeem ourselves and, you know, kind of wipe a little dirt off us and, you know what I'm saying, start striving for better. That means a whole lot, because you can be actually in a position to where you can't get to the next point until that actually happens.
Right. It's second chances. It's second chances. And so when we talk about record restrictions, sometimes people don't really understand what it means. It's not like, you know, you have something on your record and you were convicted and you did your time and now it can go away, because those things never go away. So we're talking about things that you were arrested, just got caught up being in the wrong place at the wrong time. The charge got dismissed, but it's still on your record as the arrest. We're getting restricting those type of incidents, and so it could be very helpful because, you know, older you get through life, and then now you're trying to get get somewhere to live, or you're trying to get a different job, and it's going to hinder those opportunities because of that information on your criminal history.
You know, it also gives you a sense of somebody actually cares about that. You know what I mean? Because we wander around Earth like these streets that we run, and we actually think nobody cares, and that's not true. You know what I'm saying? You can actually come and get some of this stuff brushed off you. You know what I'm saying? Brush your shoulders off.
Brush your shoulders off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm excited about it. A little something, a fun fact that you probably didn't know. What? The first record restriction that was done in Georgia was my brainchild.
Oh.
I did the first one, but I wasn't the clerk then. And I was like the chief clerk, and didn't know that it was going to be a thing, right? And so at that point, it rolled out, and now it's like one of the biggest things across the state. So I'm really excited to have put my brain to work, and
you birthed something.
We did something like that. So
it's tough.
So I'm gonna wrap this up and just ask you about. How has this intersected? So now I know, I saw you in the studio doing some new stuff, so something's about to pop off. But how is this helping, or how is this intersecting? Tell me how being Young Dro and then being Dwan Hart, how is that intersecting now with this community stuff that you're doing in this nonprofit?
What I have to say about that is a lot of people think that it still takes a village, and the guns down thing and the drugs out thing is like I'm totally against guns. I'm totally not against guns. I'm actually, I'm for guns, but I'm just against senseless violence. And when they see me, they were like, "Oh, well, you have this nonprofit, and you have this, and you." I'm like, "No, well, I'm not against." Carrying or whatever. Protect yourself.
Protecting yourself. Okay.
All costs, you know what I mean? But I do stand up against senseless gun violence. And so while being a rapper and, and the activist at the same time, it kind of like bump heads a little bit. But,
How have you shifted? How have you tried to, because, I'm walking, you got the kids, the gangbangers that are saying they don't want to be a part of this because of the nonprofit. So how are you trying to separate and explain, get the message out that it's different?
Well, I show confidence in who I am and what I stand for. So I kind of like stand on business when it comes to, separating the character from the person. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm Dro over here, but in real life, I'm Dwan. You know what I mean? And I don't want you to get what I'm telling you, what happened in life, mixed up with what's really happening. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't want to relive what I went through to get to where I am.
You don't, right? So now we're on that piece of it. What has happened? Give me like a story of something you've done, how you've seen your story impact somebody in a positive way. Like their life either changed or they made a different decision based on having been in contact with you. Okay,
well, last year at our initiative, our Guns Down initiative that we had in South Fulton, in 2023, it was a great year, but it led to me going to schools and mentoring kids. And I was in Clayton County, I was in Fulton County, and I went to these different schools and I mentored kids. Actually, I went to Cleveland, and I went to Cleveland. We went to Mississippi a couple of years. So we went.
So you left the hood.
Yeah,
you left Georgia. Okay.
And I ended up touching like over 1,000 kids.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
That's the feel good part of it. That's what we got to do. I mean, if we just reach one, we're doing our job, right? Yeah. But then when you can touch 1,000, that's a whole different level.
They thirsty too. You have to pour into these kids, man. You know what I'm saying? And they'll pour back into you.
Right. It's just they just want to know, the right thing to do. They want an opportunity. They need to be educated. They need to understand. And that's one reason I decided to do this show, right?
Yeah.
The clerk's office, we play a big role in the criminal justice system in general, right? But nobody really knows what we do. Yeah. And so I'm going to piggyback, right? We're talking about evictions today. We're talking about record restrictions. And so I'm going to take this Commuting with the Clerk on the road. And we're going to talk about like different services that we offer in the office.
Yeah, you in the street with it.
I'm in the streets with it. That's what you said.
That's where it started. That's where the people at.
That's where they are. And, I can relate on both levels. So, they always be like, "Oh, Ché, really? You went from Bankhead to the boardroom?" Yes, and I can.
Yes.
And it's okay, right? Because you got to meet people where they are.
That's right.
But, man, I mean, I got much love for you.
Thank you.
Much love.
Thank you so much. All right, cool.
That's a wrap.